Hello and welcome to another Tunisian crochet tutorial. So today we will be making the tilly bunting together. So it's a simple bunting with triangles that are in solid color and stripy ones. To make this you will need a 4mm Tunisian crochet hook. So the ones I'm using is from Knit Pro or Knitter's Pride from the Symphony collection. You will also need fingering weight yarn. So for my bunting I used the Hobby baby cotton, which is 100% organic Egyptian cotton, and this is super fine, so it's fingering weight yarn. I used 4 colors. However, if you are making larger bunting or you prefer it more or less colorful, you can adjust the button to your liking. So in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the triangles. And in the part 2 of the tutorial, I will show you how to make the cord for your bunting and also how to assemble it. So let's dive into the tutorial. So first I'm going to describe the basic techniques and how we are going to be constructing it. So we start from the bottom with chaining 2, and then we will gradually be increasing on both sides every other row to create this triangular shape. So we are making the bunting in Tunisian Simple stitch. However, I think it would also look nice with Tunisian knit stitch, even perhaps if you work it in something like honeycomb stitch pattern, it would also look nice. Just something to bear in mind when you are using either Tunisian Simple or Tunisian knit stitches, you will need to block your triangles because they will curl quite considerably. So to start our bunting, we will first start with a slip knot, like so. You will then insert the hook into the loop, tighten it up slightly, and then we will chain 2. So to chain, we yarn over the hook, pull through, that's chain 1, yarn over the hook, pull through, that's chain 2. For the first row, which is the foundation row in Tunisian crochet, we will work into the back bump of your chain stitches. So we only do 1 because we only have 1 chain to work into. So we'll insert the hook from front to back through the back bump, yarn over and pull up a loop. So your row number 1 has got 2 loops on the hook, and we will then do standard return pass, and you will work standard return pass for all your rows of this project. So to do standard return pass, you will yarn over, pull through 1, or simply chain 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2. You will then repeat yarn over, pull through 2. However, because we only had 1 extra stitch to work, we only did that once. So that's your first row. For the second row, we will start with increase. So we will work Tunisian full stitch as the increase stitch, and this is the only case in this pattern where we do that. So this will be only for row number 2. Tunisian full stitch is worked between stitches in the space. So you will insert the hook between the stitches from front to back, yarn over and pull up a loop, like so. So we've got the second loop on the hook, and we will also work the end stitch. So the end stitch is worked through the last stitch of your row. You will insert the hook under both of the strands of the last stitch, like so. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Okay, so this is the forward pass for row number 3. We now have 3 loops, and we will work standard return pass. So we will yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2. We will do that 2 times in this row. Row number 3, we will start with increasing on the sides of the triangle. So the increase that you will do on your right side will be increase A, and increase that will be worked on the left side is increase B. So they are slightly different, even though they will look very similar in the final result. So the increase A is under the front horizontal bar of the first stitch. So as you can see, this is the bar that we will be working into. So again, you've got the one loop on the hook, which is the last yarn over pull through 2 from the previous row, and then the next front horizontal bar is where we work the increase stitch. So you will insert the hook under that strand of yarn over, pull up a loop. So we've done increase A. Now we've got one stitch in the middle, so we can start working Tunisian simple stitch here. So Tunisian simple stitch is worked by inserting the hook from right to left under the front vertical bar, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then we will work the end stitch like so, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now we have 4 stitches on our hook, and we will work standard return pass. So that's yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 across the row like so. So this was row number 3. For row number 4, we will work the stitches evenly. So for row number 4, we don't have any increases, so we will work Tunisian simple stitch in next 2 stitches and end stitch. We have 4 stitches and standard return pass. For row number 5, we will work an increase A, so under the front horizontal bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, then 2 Tunisian simple stitches, 1 and 2, and this is where we're going to work the second increase. So again, this will be a horizontal bar, but we will be working into the back horizontal bar like so, and an end stitch. So we've increased 2 stitches, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, so we now have 6 loops on our hook. And standard return pass, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 across the row. Again, this was row number 5. Row number 6 is worked evenly, so we will work now 4 Tunisian simple stitches, and an end stitch, and the number of stitches is 6. We didn't increase in this row. And standard return pass, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 across the row. Okay, so now we are going to work rows number 7 and 8, and this will be the stitch or the row repeats for the rest of the project. So row number 7 is we will start with increase A under the front horizontal bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, Tunisian simple stitch across, increase B, so that is through the back horizontal bar, and an end stitch. So we should now have 8 loops on the hook. We increased 2, 1 on each side. This will be standard return pass, okay, so that was for row number 7. For row number 8, you will work a Tunisian simple stitch across the row. So we are not increasing any stitches, and we should have 8 loops on our hook on the forward pass of row number 8, and standard return pass. So as I mentioned, the rows 7 and 8 are repeat rows, so you will then repeat the rows 7 and 8 until row number 28. So when you get to row number 28, on the forward pass you will have 28 loops or 28 stitches, and after that you will work your bind off row. So this is where you work the solid color. So even though I'm only on row number 8, I'm now going to show you how you will bind off your project at the end, and you will be using Tunisian Simple stitch bind off. So you will insert the hook into the next stitch as for Tunisian Simple stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you will also pull through the loop on the hook. So you will have only one loop on the hook. Into the next stitch, Tunisian Simple stitch, pull through the loop on the hook. You will continue binding off your stitches along your top edge. This gives it chain-like look, and the end stitch as well. Let's not forget to bind off end stitch, and this will be the end of your triangle. You will then cut off your yarn within end, and this would be for your solid colors. So for my bunting, I made one triangle in each of the colors, and in the next part of the tutorial I will show you the basic technique how to change the colors and where to change them. So for the triangles with the stripes, you will change colors 3 times in your project. The way the rows are calculated is that the first time you change color will be at the end of row number 7, then at the end of row number 14, 21. Row number 28 will not have change. You will just bind off in the color that will be the active color in your last section. Okay, so I'm now on the end of return pass row number 7. I've got 2 loops on my hook. So what I'm going to do now to join the next color, let's say I want to change to yellow, I will make a small loop with the yellow color, like so. I will place the loop on the hook and pull it through the last 2 loops on the return pass. You will then get the active strand of yellow, the one that is attached to your yarn ball, not the short end. You can wrap this around the remaining strands of yarn just to secure the color in place, and you will then start working your Tunisian Simple stitches in the new color, like so. And this is the basic way how to change color in Tunisian crochet to create stripes. You will have more ends to weave in, but I think the final effect is worth it. So you will repeat the same process when you change to the next color and then to the next color. You will be able to find a link to the bunting that will be published on my blog in the description box below, and I also linked the pattern in my Ravelry and Lovecrafts shop. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first part of the tutorial of how to make the Tilly bunting, and I hope to see you in the next part where I'll show you how to assemble it and how to make the cord.